What's up, guys? So I realize I'm a little bit late to the party on talking about the things that happened at Drag Week in 24. Granted that it's February of 25 now. But I actually got a comment the other day on one of my videos from about a month ago that asking about what happened to the hood. And I actually realized I actually didn't talk about that. So what you saw at the racetrack at Indy, the hood completely came off the car at the top end. And so the whole story is we had everything was fastened, the hood pins were in. What actually happened, we had the hood pins screwed into the old nut zerts where the bump stops actually used to go. So there was a bump stop here for the hood when it was brand new, and we just screwed those out and screwed the hood pins in. And that hood with its giant scoop actually had enough lift that it rattled these 50-year-old nut zerts and snapped all four of the tabs that were holding them in, and it just took the whole thing off. So that's actually what happened to the hood. And when the hood came off, it actually ripped off the corners too and left the corners attached to the hinges. So it was going to be a real pain to actually try and patch it back together. And we just ended up taking the pieces off the car, and we just set everything up against the trash can at Indy and just left it there and continued on with no hood. So that's the full story on the hood. The rear end, however, requires a little bit deeper dive. And just like that, we've got our 8 3/4 axle removed. So let's pop an axle out of this thing and see what's wrong with it. Okay, got the axle out. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. Oops, there's a washer. Nothing real weird looking on the spline end. Actually look okay for what we put them through. Yeah, maybe a little bit of an optical illusion. There's a twist there, but nothing that's really standing out to me. Let's see. Set that there. What do we have here? Can we see anything yet? Ooh, what's that? Can't really see anything in there except for there's one little piece of something floating in the beer. What is that? Oh, come on. Come here. Yeah. There. We have recovered a piece of something. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Looks like a piece of a spider gear. Get our rear end draining out here. There's a little bit of the forbidden glitter falling out. Really fine, but it's there. So we'll pop that other axle out and see what the center section looks like. And just as I have suspected, there's all the other teeth from our driver's side spider gear. If you can see in the carrier there's not a tooth left on that spider gear from the driver's side. And that most likely stemmed from down here. If we take a look at the axle shafts, that's the passenger side. Relatively straight for the most part, at least to the naked eye. And then driver's side axle shaft, definitely not straight. Probably what happened, that probably happened on Thursday of Drag Week when we cut like a 1.6 60-foot time, and the driver's side probably got a bunch of traction, whereas the passenger side didn't. And twisted the axle, broke the nice cast teeth on that gear. It's honestly, it was just a stock sure grip unit, so it really not that surprising. So yeah, that's probably what happened, and resulting carnage ensued. So anyway, that's pretty much the end of the life for this 8 3/4, but it was not without 10 years of relative abuse, and until I put 750 horsepower in front of it that it actually gave up the ghost. So overall, has not been a bad rear end, but it's pretty much scrap metal now except for the housing. So we're on to bigger and better things, and we're going to improve this with a Ford 9-inch. So let's start getting that prepped and get to assemble that. Here we go. And if you're still watching this right now, thank you. I've actually just crossed over the 500 subscribers mark with the last video that I posted. I was not really expecting that. This kind of started out as a hobby and just kind of a way to showcase what I've been doing to my friends back home, and kind of keep them in the loop on what's going on here in North Carolina. So thank you to those who keep watching and sharing with your friends, and like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.